Right now on WUSA 9 News at 6, we are tracking breaking new developments in a Fairfax County murder trial. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
And I'm Leslie Foster. Around 4:30, the au pair in the Brendan Banfield case finished her second day of testimony. Juliana Perez Magalhaes has agreed to testify against Banfield as part of a plea deal.
Investigators say the two were in a relationship and conspired to kill Banfield's wife and another man. Today, we saw several tense exchanges between the former au pair and Banfield's attorney.
Well, I'm supposed to say for sure, right? So
Well,
I'm
just
not
asking
gonna
between
guess.
the two of you in the plan,
Yeah.
who did it and who didn't?
You're telling me to be specific with this message. I'm telling you I don't remember which one of us did it.
And much of today's cross-examination focused on some messages and letters between Banfield and Magalhaes. We also learned that she was apparently talking with journalists and with Netflix, all while behind bars.
Oh, all right, let's bring in our Matthew Torres now. He's been in that courtroom all day today. Matthew, walk us through more of what happened here, what you saw play out.
Yeah, so today was really the opportunity for the defense to cross-examine the au pair, Juliana Perez Magalhaes. There, she is, after all, a key witness for the Commonwealth. That was one example that you guys just showed, but it certainly got testy several times in the courtroom as she kept saying she couldn't remember the events that defense attorney John Carroll kept asking her about.
How can I tell you? I do not remember the date.
I mean, with all due respect, you don't remember a lot of details.
Yeah.
That's what's really concerning about this.
Well, if you were in my shoes, you don't remember either. You know, your brain has a way to, a defense mechanism it's called,
Okay.
and it protects you from losing your mind, losing yourself,
Okay.
and many things our brain blocks out, and I guess everybody can relate to that at some point.
So your brain's blocked out the details of this plan that
Judge,
you've talked about?
objection. That is not what she said.
I'll overrule it. I didn't hear that.
All right, so you heard it right there, just how tense it got inside. Meanwhile, cameras also captured Brendan Banfield rolling his eyes as Magalhaes read some of the messages that she wrote to family from jail. Defense attorney John Carroll tried to get more details out of her, specifically about when and where the FetLife account was created on Christine Banfield's laptop. This account was allegedly used to lure stranger Joseph Ryan to the house to role-play a violent rape fantasy on Christine without her knowledge. Carroll argued if her statements about Banfield coming up with the plan to use this account was based on her truth or the evidence that she eventually saw stacked up against her.
Are you suggesting that my testimony is based on the discovery and not the facts that happened? I'm not sure. I'm confused still. Sorry.
Well, just tell us, what role did the discovery play in the decision to speak yesterday and what you said?
The truth?
And that was a big deal for John Carroll to ask because he is arguing that really Magalhaes early on when she was first arrested believed that she was innocent and that she was going to fight on behalf of Brendan Banfield, but eventually changed after a plea agreement showed up and after that she saw again, the evidence that were in this case. Earlier today, she also said that she didn't think Banfield would go through with this alleged murder plot. She says while she was a part of creating that account to message guys to fulfill this fantasy, that Banfield would also do his own messaging and not tell her about it. Guys?
Yeah, details are just so awful. Still doesn't make any sense, you know, as people try to piece this together.
It doesn't make sense because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew, we'll be watching every day.
Yeah.